My people, hello. So, those of you who like my perfume content by Dr.SheCole, we have something for you that I think would be very viable for you if you are in the habit of purchasing perfumes off of gray market websites or websites, consumer websites like eBay. I have something that I think would be very valuable to you who enjoy saving a coin but don't want to be ripped off in the process. So, as I clear my throat, that gentleman died. Isn't that horrible? Let me clear my throat. That was a classic. How many parties did I dance at listening to that tune? Wow. But we move on. But nevertheless, fake perfumes and dupes are very tricky in the niche marketplace. Now, getting a dupe and trying to select a perfume where you're trying to save coins and it has very similar notes to other perfumes that are original scents, there's nothing wrong with that. I have purchased perfume, I think twice off of eBay. And I think each time, one was a Creed fragrance and this one was a 𝐓𝐷𝐵 fragrance. Each time, those have been fakes. I couldn't confirm it with the Creed fragrance. I happened to, gift that one and give it away with the disclosure that I wasn't sure, but it was a full bottle and it still smelled nice, but I could not guarantee authenticity. But with 𝐓𝐷𝐵, I knew when I got the package that it was definitely fake. And I want to make sure that you all are aware of the subtle differences that some of these wholesalers, retail sellers, what they do and how you can avoid getting taken for your money. Now, the first clue that the 𝐓𝐷𝐵 fragrance was indeed fake was the price. Another 13 has been a conversation starter and a definite, consistent video that you see various perfume influencers talk about over and over again. And I was just tired of not being a part of the party. So I didn't want to really spend a lot of money. So when I saw it on eBay, I said, well, let me take a chance because maybe it is someone who purchased it. They just don't like the way it smells and they're reselling it and they're not necessarily trying to get full market for it. Additionally, when I read all of the reviews on the seller and how many numbers that individual was doing as far as volume of sales, I figured, hey, why not take a chance? Because it seems to be a regular trend of consistent business with minimal complaint. So this box is the real box of 𝐓𝐷𝐵. So the things that I wanted to just show you as it relates to the 𝐓𝐷𝐵 original fragrance authentic purchase. Number one, the paper, which is taped on the box, has a little bit of a tinting to the white. So it's not a pure white, maybe more of an ecru or something that has a little bit of a yellow undertone with 𝐓𝐷𝐵. That's number one. Number two, the packaging on the inside is very, minimalist in nature, black paper with the bottle. And of course you have the certificate of authenticity with a raised seal. You have a raised seal. And it actually, like a notary, you can feel the texture of the stamp all the way through to the other side of the certification. So those are just some subtleties that you need to know. And then, of course, the wording, quality, and the 𝐓𝐷𝐵 around the circle. Sorry, you couldn't see that. The 𝐓𝐷𝐵 around the circle, quality straight across the center. Again, all perforated. Well, not perforated, but it's textured, almost feeling like it could be a braille, but you can definitely feel it and it's consistent straight through and it prints straight across. Additionally, another subtlety with the original that you want to make sure you are looking for. You want to make sure, again, with the label, it is a more tinted, very, very faint, not bright sunshine yellow, but almost like an aged paper effect. You have the symbol underneath that you would have to, and you wouldn't be able to see it here as I'm recording, but there's a symbol underneath that when you get an original, you need to look at it because there's a difference between that and the imposter. And this is a giveaway. 𝐓𝐷𝐵, as it relates to the cap. This cap, when you look at it, has almost like a shadow effect in the imprint. There's almost a shadow effect in the imprint. So it almost looks like it's a little bit gray or a little bit of a hint of a dusting. So it has like a very faint charcoal grayish effect inside of the stamping, and it's extremely deep. It's deep as it relates to the engraving. So those are subtleties that you definitely want to look out for. Now, what was different with the actual fake box of Another 13? The paper, stark white. Stark white. The box, they got almost the same, but this stark white, that's a dead giveaway. Additionally, this paper is not the same quality. It's more stiff. And when you have the notary, if you will, showing the seal of authenticity, it is raised and it's textured, but the quality is on a diagonal. The quality is on a diagonal. And the 𝐓𝐷 is a little sketchy around the circle. But the other piece is that the authenticity is not perfect, does not have that texture all the way through to the back of the authenticity. It's just not there. So again, the perforation is there, but it's, you can see here, the quality is on a diagonal and not straight across. It's on a diagonal. And when it came with this plastic on it, and 𝐓𝐷 does not do that. When you order it straight from 𝐓𝐷, the website. Additionally, the indentation has a symbol. This has some type of a symbol, and then the number 12. The number 12. There was no number on the bottom of the 𝐓𝐷 original fragrance. Again, the it's hard to see, but the label is very puffy. It has not been put on very strategically at all. And it's white, that's stark white again. And the indentation of the cap, the top of the cap, is very shallow in comparison to the indentation of the print and the engraving on the fake. So here it's very shallow. There's no shadowing within the letters. The authentic 𝐓𝐷 has a deeper indentation, has shadowing in it, and it's more pronounced. This one is very faint, and it's like they didn't go as deep into the material. So those are slight subtleties that if you don't catch it, you will miss it. I don't know how it will translate if I put them side to side. Let me see what happens. Hold on. So 𝐓𝐷, the authentic. 𝐓𝐷, the fake. So I hope you can see the subtleties, and this one has more depth and character in the indentation, where this one is more faint. Again, more depth, more faint without the shadowing. And then finally, I mentioned where there is a symbol engraved at the bottom or stamped at the bottom with no number, with the authentic 𝐓𝐷 fragrances, where the other one had a number 12 at the bottom. So my people, it's your girl, Dr.SheCole, bringing you a few facts that you need to know so that you are not taken by these fragrances that you could possibly get on eBay that look like and seem like they might be a deal because they're cheaper at $100 price point, when this particular fragrance is clearly, and the house is clearly $200 to $300, especially for a full bottle. Their fragrance, the fragrances and the materials and what they use to create fragrances are very pure, very organic, very niche, and very expensive. So anything that does not really clearly denote, like if you're on a 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐉 website where you can get taken as well, but I find them to be more authentic, and I've had a good run with 𝐂𝐿𝐎. I've actually sold some of my perfumes on 𝐂𝐿𝐎, and they're all authentic. So I have not had the issues there. But on eBay, proceed with caution. So that's what we have for today as it relates to these fake, phony, and fraudulent perfumes and those who sell them on eBay for a fraction of the cost. You are not getting a deal. It's definitely a situation that you want to avoid. And if you want to get good perfumes that are niche, Joma Shop is a winner. Fragrance Net on the gray market is a winner. And every fragrance that I have purchased from those two particular manufacturers, or retail, because they don't create the fragrances, they don't manufacture the fragrances, but they carry the fragrances. Those retailers are spot on, and their products are quality and authentic. So you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend and or week, whenever you may be watching this. And I hope to see you again real soon. And we have more content coming, so stay tuned, because I'm doing a batch of videos today. Take care.